welcome to another video. And as usual, before I get started, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe if you're new to this content. And to my current subscribers, I appreciate you guys more now. Let's just get right to it. Well, the FOMC meeting actually passed roughly with 24 to 48 hours. Everybody had time to actually digest that information. For what Jerome Powell said is that he's not going to go ahead and raise the federal fund rate even more than what it was. And they are pretty satisfied with all the tools and measures that see in place. The economy is responding pretty well to the rate hikes that they have done since June of 2023. They are satisfied with what's happening. And in fact, they're going to go ahead and cut interest rates 3 times before these years out. Now, that is actually a really, really good thing. The stock market responded handsomely in reference to that. And what this is actually going to do is allow people like myself and those of you that are crypto investors, as well as those of you that are in the stock market, have a chance to go ahead and build wealth. Now, most of us may not have the money because the interest rates here in the United States are so high. Price on food, goods, and services are really high. It's hard to put money in investments to go ahead and capitalize and get those gains. And that's why crypto is really important. But given the fact that we know that the rates are going to be cut at least 3 times before the year end, that is actually a great move for the economy, because the government and the Federal Reserve and all of what Jerome Powell is actually looking at, they tend to look at key things in reference to the economy to make sure things doesn't really tip the scale. And one of those actually is price stabilization. They want to look at how the price action is happening here when it comes to goods and services. They look at maximizing employment, not unemployment. They look at that as an indicator. They look at, regulating banks, and as well as what's going on with the payment system. Once all of those things balance out, they get satisfied, they get to the point where they can cut interest rates. And cutting it would actually help it even more. We are at a point where the unemployment rate is actually really, really low. Even though companies are still laying off, a lot of those people are still getting jobs back. And that's why the unemployment rate here in the United States is actually really low. And looking at all those different things, it means that money is still flowing around in the economy for people to buy goods and services. In addition, invest in the stock market and crypto as well. And that's the reason why you see a lot of people actually are taking part in the crypto movement, and it's creating what is known as a bull run. But once the rates are cut, we're going to see even more push. Even though the Bitcoin halving is going to happen next month in April and run on, I'm curious to see what the Bitcoin price is actually going to be. The price of Bitcoin right now is roughly around, say, 65,000. Ethereum is around the 3,497. And for those of you that have been keeping track of what's happening to Ethereum, let you guys know I am an Ethereum holder. My goal is to go ahead and, as the price fall continues to dollar cost average with Ethereum, because number one, no matter what's happening with the SEC and Gary Gensler in reference to him now classifying Ethereum as a security, Gary Gensler is not the law. Okay, Gary Gensler cannot set laws. He can only go ahead and make the case that, given the fact that all the components that he is actually seeing, that he wants to deem Ethereum a security. Gary Gensler has taught classes at MIT, and he has went on record stating that Bitcoin and Ethereum are commodities. And knowing that he's actually going back on his word, the question is, what is he seeing that no one else that are a part of crypto from the high up, from the crypto standpoint, are not seeing what he is actually trying to convey to everybody else? Gary Gensler lost with XRP. Gary Gensler lost and had to conform to what the court agreed to, that he didn't have a strong enough evidence to stop the Bitcoin spot ETFs. Okay, he's now also in a fight with Coinbase, which most likely is actually going to be a losing battle as well, given the fact that XRP actually won that battle as well. And the fact that he's now going after Ethereum to try to start another fight, the big L's are actually piling up a lot. And I think Gary Gensler at this point, we all know, is wasting taxpayers' money. And this is only going to be another big L for Gary Gensler. So I really consider this to be a lot of rubbish, and there's a lot of waste of time. The question is, what will be the Ethereum team response in reference to this? Now, we don't expect anything to come from Vitalik because, from a legal standpoint, it was probably advisable not to actually respond. Let the legal team handle this. But I think this is going to be a win for Ethereum. Now, what would this do to the Ethereum price? It could actually potentially mess the price up like what it did with XRP. But I think Ethereum is actually pretty strong. Ethereum is actually moving very similar to what Bitcoin is doing. So I don't think this is really going to have an impact. I still believe that in the bull run, Ethereum is actually going to make a considerable rally, even though the case may go on. Now, how long this case is going on, Nobody knows. It's probably going to drag on for a few years, but I don't think that's actually going to affect Ethereum too much. Now, if the price actually was to pull back, which there's a chance that it most likely can, I would be dollar cost and average. And hey, this is not a financial video where I tell you guys to go ahead and dollar cost average, but I'm a strong believer of what's going to happen to Ethereum. I'm going to dollar cost average all the way because I want to see where Ethereum is going to be in 5, 6, 10 years, given the fact that where Bitcoin price was a few years back, roughly in 2011, to see where Bitcoin price is today. Now, if a lot of people have taken advantage of Bitcoin and not pushed back on it, a lot of those persons would have been pretty wealthy today. And that's why I truly believe that this is the time to actually build wealth. If you are an investor and if you're curious with crypto, Ethereum is actually a really, really good crypto token to pretty much add to your crypto portfolio. Even though you can have fun with meme tokens, they're going to fade. Ethereum is actually definitely one to go if you cannot afford to buy Bitcoin. I think the Ethereum price could very well pull down to roughly 2,900, or if it doesn't, it can go as far as 10,000 and then start to push around the $20,000 mark. That is my opinion. I've seen a lot of TA and all those different analysis everybody is doing, but based on what I'm seeing trends and summarization, given the fact that what I'm seeing with the FOMC meeting and knowing that the interest rates are actually going to be cutting and people are going to now have more monies to spend, I feel as if that alone is actually going to be adding to the people net income for them to go ahead and actually put money into any type of investment that they actually have interest in. So if you guys are liking what I'm saying, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. This is more of a financial channel. Yes, I do talk about a lot of different crypto, but at the end of the day, you want to take a good look of how far your money can go. And that is my target objective here, to see how can I maximize my money and stretch it to see what sort of gain will I get. Now, people are doing this. A lot of people are doing longs and shorts when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yes, a lot of those people get set up pretty well. If they play their cards right, they can make a significant gains. Again, at some point, I will get into that and do those longs and short, but not at this given time. My primary goal is to accumulate as much Ethereum as I possibly can within the next 5 years, because given the fact that I'm seeing the price now of what it is around the $3,000 mark, there's a high chance that Bitcoin can go even higher and Ethereum can go even 3 times the price than what it is. So this is the video I'm bringing to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yes, there's a little bit of a controversy, as I said, with Ethereum, but this is not a showstopper. This is not going to stop me from buying Ethereum. I'm still going to dollar cost average, and I can tell you guys this: if Satoshi Nakamoto was around, they probably at some point go after Satoshi as well. It's only because he's just not there as a person to be over Bitcoin, and now they want to go after all the other tokens. So this is what I'm bringing you guys. Let's get this video to as much people as possible, because we want to see how far can our money go and how well it's going to take care of us when it comes to retirement. So until I see you guys again, you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.